Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Today I will be cash stuffing this week's paycheck, which is $756.48. If you are new, welcome. My name is Alex. I'm a single mom to one beautiful daughter named Savannah. She is 12 years old and I'm 32 years old, and we live in the state of Wisconsin. I'm currently saving up for a house. I'm an independent contractor. I shop and deliver groceries to customers, so if you're a gig worker, you could probably relate to my budget. My paychecks are very inconsistent, and that is why I love using the cash envelope system, because it helps me budget out each week's paycheck, helps me stay on track, and honestly, this method has helped me save the most amount of money so far. So I hope to inspire others to try out the cash envelope system if you have not yet, or just make a budget plan in general. All right, so let's get started. Again, this week's paycheck is $756.48. I will be setting aside 15% of my paycheck. This goes into a savings account strictly for a house. So I will be transferring $113.47. After I deduct that, I am left with $643.01. And then I have to factor in bills. I get paid weekly, so I figure out what my bills are weekly, $179 per week. And my bills are listed off to the left right here if you are new. After that, I'm left with $464.01 that I can technically spend this week, and that is what I will be cash stuffing today. I'm going to start off with my wallet that I use every single day. I like to give myself $20 per week. So I currently have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, $167 in my envelope. Family Fun will also be receiving $20. So now we have $21 in Family Fun. Household will be receiving $186. So household currently has 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210, 11, 12, 13, 14, $214 in household. Beauty is currently at 10, and I won't be adding anything in here. Savannah's clothing will be receiving $20 this week. So Savannah's clothing is at 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. $60 in Savannah's clothing. My clothing envelope will also be receiving 20, so I also have 60 in my clothing envelope as well. And Savannah's envelope, I am currently setting aside money for her ski club trip. I am saving up for a grand total of $344.50. I will be adding in $118. All right, so Savannah's envelope is at 100, 200, 220, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 305, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $317 in Savannah's envelope. So I will definitely be able to pay for the things that need to be paid by December 5th for her trip, and then I will need to set aside an additional $80 for food for her. Savannah's entertainment, I usually add $5 into here per week, but she will be forfeiting that money because she's going on to the ski club trip. And then food should be at 200, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $200. I still have money left over on my food card, but it definitely is dwindling down. So eventually I will need to be able to have money in here, and I will probably use some of this money in the near future. And then I have a credit card envelope. I just put cash in here when I use my credit card. I don't have any credit card debt. I just like to earn points and redeem those points at Ulta. I'm gonna fill up my secondary wallet. I typically don't pull from here a lot. Gas will be receiving $60 this week. So gas should be at 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then vehicles, I won't be adding anything in here, but vehicles has 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 320, 40, 50, 60, 65, $1,365 in vehicles. Time off and bad work week, won't be receiving anything, but I currently have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 820, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, $873 in time off and bad work week. And then electronics is at 0, dental and medical is at 0, birthday is at 0, gifts at 0, and Christmas should be at 400. Yep. Ideally, I would like to add $100 more into Christmas, and then holidays has 0. And then the last $20 goes into my travel binder. So vacation envelope has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, and 20, 40, 45. $745 in vacation. And just to be transparent with you guys, all these $100 bills I have in here, and I have a $1,000 bill, those are all fake. It just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable knowing I don't have a ton of real cash in these envelopes, and I just use it as a place marker. But if I do need to make a large purchase in cash, then obviously I would just swap it out with real bills. But typically if I make a large purchase, I use my credit card so I can earn some points instead. And then let's just check up on the challenge binder. I had a subscriber kind of ask where I'm at with it. So I do currently have $10. I had 2 separate tips from customers, $5 each. So I could fill up the $10 envelope. So I will just go ahead and do that. And I've actually changed my mind. I was gonna probably just put this into house savings, like once this is all complete, but I kind of thought this would be a good binder for a future car for my daughter. Now, obviously I'm having her save up too. If she receives any cash presents from Christmas or her birthday, I have her set aside 50% of that and put it into savings. So she will have quite a huge chunk, but I feel like with this challenge, it's $5,050. I definitely feel like I'll be able to complete this challenge by the time my daughter is 16 and hopefully sooner. But I don't know, I think this would be a really nice amount of money for her to get a future car. I know back in the day, like my car was only $3,000, so I know $5,000 might not go very far, but with her money that she's setting aside, I think she would be able to get a pretty nice used car. Plus, I feel like with a teenager having their first car, it shouldn't be very expensive, but I know car prices are just crazy right now and it probably won't get any better. So I think this might be a good amount of money to set aside for her. And if you guys haven't noticed, I have a new cute little fireplace. My other one is perfectly fine, but I missed being able to like burn wax at the same time. And my other one, I wasn't able to do that with. So I will go ahead and link this for you guys. I got it off of Amazon. I really love it so far. And I love the fact that this is actually silicone. So, once the wax dries up, you can simply take it out. You don't have to freeze it or anything. I mean, you technically could if you wanted to speed up the process. But the one downside is I do feel like this is like a cheap plastic, the outside of it. The other ones that I've had in the past were like a metal material. So this did feel slightly cheap when I pulled it out. But I will still go ahead and link it. I think the fireplace looks really nice and it burns the wax really easy, and the silicone material on top helps up for easy cleanup. So yeah, I definitely recommend this. Alright you guys, well that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye!